Welcome to this presentation about global HR strategies, a comparative analysis of international human resource management practices. So, four continents were considered in this comparative analysis. So, in Asia, Japan, Toyota was considered; in North America, USA, Ford was considered; in Europe, Germany, VW was considered; and finally in Africa, Nigeria, Innoson was considered. So, the four companies Toyota, Ford, VW, and Innoson, they operate in automobile industry. So moving to international human resource management introduction. So when we talk about international human resource management, we are talking about managing the human resource in international context. So in international context, it's very important to consider the cultural and regional differences. Why? When we talk about culture, since one leadership style can fit well in one culture, in the different culture, the same leadership style can be a disaster. And when we consider also the differences in the regional aspects like language, law, politics, taxation, exchange rates, and other aspects, they affect the way human resource will be managed. So understanding the cultural and regional differences is key to understand and better manage the human resources. Moving now to the first region in Asia, Japan, Toyota, we are going to talk about organization behavior in this company, Toyota. Going to offset cultural dimension, we can highlight here the collectivism and also the long-term orientation of Toyota society, which is very aligned with the leadership style, more predominant in Toyota, which is servant leadership style. In terms of culture, we can highlight the continuous improvement, which is the culture and framework for problem solving in Toyota. In terms of challenges in Toyota, we can highlight the move from the lifetime employment to temporary employment to adapt to the current trend of international human resources. So that is leading to job insecurity and reduced loyalty compared to what it used to be before. In terms of best practices, Toyota has good practices in terms of international human resources. We can focus now in the work culture. So Toyota creates a positive work culture through Gemba, which encourages the leaders and all the employees to be at the actual place to better understand the problems and the best approach to resolve the problem, and also to better understand the employee dynamics. Moving now to the second region in North America, fourth, organizational behavior. In Hofstede cultural dimension, we can highlight the moderate uncertainty avoidance, which is aligned in some way with the transformational leadership style more predominant in Ford. In terms of culture, we can highlight the innovation, which is aligned also with the leadership style predominant in Ford. In terms of challenges, we can highlight the talent retention challenges because of the high competition with technology companies in US and some other places in the world. So this also leads to other challenges of upskilling the existing workforce to adapt to the current trends of the automobile industry, focus to the AI softwares and also the electrical vehicles. In terms of best practices, so Ford is good practice, but we can highlight here the technology utilization. Ford is aligned with the current trend of human resource management, which is data driven, prediction of attraction of the talents, and also workforce optimization through analytics. Moving now to VW in Germany, organizational behavior. In Hofstede cultural dimension, we can highlight the long-term orientation of this VW society, which is also, on the other hand, with a high uncertainty and avoidance. Going to the leadership style, the VW has moved from, or has shifted from authoritarian to collaborative leadership style. And we can highlight the culture, which is more focused on optimization and engineering quality, which is the base for problem solving and process improvement in VW. Going to the challenges in VW, we can highlight the digital transformation and reskilling. Due to the global workforce adaptation needed because of the digital transformation that is happening all over the world, so it's very important for the VW to upskill the existing workforce to adapt to the current trend of the industry, and especially the automobile industry. In terms of best practices, VW also has very good practices. We focus to the leadership building. We focus to the VW Group Academy, which trains the leadership development, and also the focus for VW focus on the international assignments for enhancement of the leadership capability of the VW leaders. Going now to the fourth region, which is African Igidio, Innoson. So the organizational behavior, we can go through the offset cultural dimension. We can see that it's high power distance. But for the current scenario of Innoson, which is more local company operating only in Nigeria, it's still okay. But in future, there will be a need for alternative leadership style to better approach the international context. In terms of culture, we can highlight the local empowerment, which focus in the local workforce and also the local space as far as possible. In terms of challenges, we can highlight the productivity issues. So Innoson needs to find ways to improve the productivity in order to expand to the international market. And in terms of best practices, we can highlight the leadership build, which not only focus on the leadership development, but also in the ethical leadership approach. Now moving to the comparative analysis, we can see from the right table that looking into the offset cultural dimensions and looking at the best fit of the leadership style to the culture, we can see that Toyota has the best fit. Why? Due to the humility, respect, and long-term thinking. So this is the culture in Toyota, and followed by VW now, which also has a good structure and consensus and also precision in engineering. And the third position we have Ford, which is also applying the transformational leadership style. We focus to innovation, vision, and individualism. And finally, Innoson is in the fourth position, which shows high power distance and a certainty behavior. So for the current situation, still okay, but for the future, change will be required in terms to have to achieve the international context. In terms of alternative leadership style, transformation leadership style would be an alternative to Toyota. Transactional would be an alternative to Ford to improve the clear structure and also complement the transformational leadership. Democratic will be an alternative for VW to improve the innovation and also the development of the company and leadership in the other aspects. And Innoson's the transformational leadership will be an alternative in order to achieve the international market. In terms of the comparative analysis here and best practices, we can see that Ford has the best practices, followed by Toyota and VW, and lastly Innoson, looking at the graphs at the right side. In terms of conclusions and future trends, we can see that best fit for leadership style versus organizational behavior, we have Toyota. Best fit best international management practices we have Ford, and best and VW shows fair and good fit for leadership style versus organizational behavior. In terms of the trends for the future, we have hybrid work and also technology in HR, which is among the future trends in technology, we can emphasize the AI, analytics, and remote work tools. So Ford is the best in terms of following the future trend of international human resources, followed by Ford, by Toyota, and VW, and lastly Innoson. So thank you very much for this presentation and for this comparative analysis.